This ain't one of them times you can slide by what you say that you gonna do. Put your money up, run that fade, time to show and prove. You know the vibes, partner. Ain't got no wins up in my casa. Clown in the day, gone in la mañana. I've been on fire lately. Train my spirit, mind, and body daily. Victory is sweet, that's the science, baby. It's only right we represent from Tampa to Tally. And keep the pressure on these ops, they cardio lacking. Till you flapping on the canvas, I'm bobbing and weaving. Unleashing the fury on your face while the audience screaming. Hope they got great seats or the pay-per-view. Let's get the breakdown from J, DJ, and Q. You know the vibes. Yeah. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
What up, good people? Welcome to Boxing Vibes TV podcast. I'm your host, Q, man. We got JD and J in the building. And, listen, we got a schedule now, man. We got a boxing schedule. And I don't even have it right in front of me, so don't even hold that against me, But we want to talk about, we got, off the top of the head, man, we got Spence and Garcia. We got Spence and Garcia. We got Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. We got Tank Davis and Santa Cruz. We got fights. We got a lot of fights.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of fights. What am I missing? Y'all help me out. We got
No, it's a bunch coming, but
it's a lot of fights coming. At the end of the day, we want to know what fights are y'all looking forward to, man. What fights is really, of course, Tyson and Jones. But we want to know what fights are y'all itching to see right now, man. Because it's been a while, man. It's been a while. And it's a blessing that we got what we got at this time. And we can sit back, you know what I'm saying, watch a little NFL, NBA playoffs, and, you know what I'm saying, just things coming together a little bit, man. It's always my favorite time of the year because boxing and basketball,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And then you have
yes, sir.
Everything come together like a zipper for at least a month or two, man, before things fall into the wayside. But this is my favorite part of the year, man. So let me know what y'all like. JD, what you looking forward to, man? Who you got?
Shoot, who I got, man? Man, y'all hit it on the head. There's a whole lot of fights out here that is plenty for a boxing fan to get excited over. Now, the fight that I'm actually excited about, man, this fight is for the Rick Rosses, the DJ Khaled's, the Fat Joes, all the big boys of the world who worked out and just can't get the six-pack. This is for Chris Arreola and that boy Andy Ruiz, man. I gotta say,
Hercules. All the Hercules in the world, man.
I gotta say, man,
Boy.
I'm very excited to see Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola go at it, man, because I feel like these are two fighters who they kind of always gotten right there to the cusp. But whether it's been dedication, whether it's been, going that extra mile, both of them, we've watched them slack up at certain moments. So it's going to be interesting to see this crossroad fight for Chris Arreola and Andy Ruiz, to see the battle of who can really come in ready, in a fight like this to still stay relevant in the heavyweight division.
It's a matchup of two fellas who've eaten themselves out of a heavyweight title.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crossroads fight for Ruiz just because he should be able to beat Arreola at this. He should,
yeah.
Arreola always gives a good fight, so that's going to be interesting. And you would like to see Arreola kind of put together that one fight where you're like, damn, he looked good. The boat is passed, but you never know, man, with veterans, with guys who have talent, and Arreola does have talent. It was just a matter of discipline. You never know when they dust it off and they got one last hurrah in them. So, yeah, I can see how you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, man, where I would have to say, and I guess this is kind of the thing that always separates the great fighters from the okay fighters. Because if we're talking about, average Joes walking around, Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola are elite. I mean, like you just said, Jay, they're good fighters if you're talking about average Joes walking around. But what we've always witnessed is there's a level of dedication and a level of caring about their body 24/7 that we've never seen either of them take serious 24/7, 365. That has just been that hurdle that neither of them could cross, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, if this late in the game, none of them are really, or neither of them are super young anymore. So we'll see if they can make that switch, you know, and really care about that, and push themselves to that level to be in elite shape in this fight.
Most definitely, man. And you know, I think Arreola 39, and my man, what Ruiz is he 35 or is he younger than that? I don't know, but either way it go, Arreola, man, this is really probably like his last hurrah, man. You know, and shot that man out, man. I seen him actually flipped it up with him. Was in Vegas for what was in Vegas for? Was it the Danny Jacobs Canelo?
I think so.
Anyway,
yeah.
Anyways, he was like on the same floor as us, and I caught him, man. You know, the man looked good, was in shape, man. You know, boy had a suit on, and you know, that's a big boy, man. You know, I ain't even know he was that tall, like, you know what I mean? But he looked like he was in good shape and good spirits, man. I was happy to see him like that because, you know, I've seen him in wars, man. And shout out my partner Travis Walker, man. Tallahassee native, man.
Right.
Seen them go where, listen, if you'd had more wins, because I mean, he probably broke the heavyweight record. The first, what they fought like, I think it was first round 1, 2. He threw like over 100 punches around for the first 2 rounds and was gassed. And you know, Arreola wasn't going nowhere. You know, Arreola, he a warrior. What do they call him? What do they call him? He the Nightmare?
Yeah, Chris, Nightmare Arreola.
That shit turned to a nightmare, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but not seeing him fight. Did he fight Samuel Peters? He been around that long? I know he fought Klitschko. But he done been around a long time, man. Yeah. And, you know, it's a blessing to see him still out there and still pushing, man. Because I you know, he brings it. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be good to see if he could close it out, man, and get a big win like this. You know, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna be pulling for him to keep it 100 with you. But I think, you know, if old boy in any kind of shape, man, it's gonna be tough because he the quicker, snappier. You know, I don't know. He might even have more power. That boy, you know, it's real. It throw you off how quick he is. What's the name? I just drew a blank.
Andy Ruiz. Yeah.
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, he's slick. He's slick for a big boy.
He like Heavy D, man, out on his feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Heavy D, man. You know, big boy that can move.
Yeah, for real.
And he's snapping. You know, don't get caught. Probably got real quick hands too. You know, his hands are a lot quicker than you know, it's really elusive. But anyways, that's so.
So who y'all got? Where y'all at with it, man?
Exactly. Right quick, I got throw off for a minute because I know we still the fight I want to see Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, man. I want to see that. And it's a blessing, and thank God for social media. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody, boxing fans, because saying that's what put the pressure on to make that fight happen. Because once they set it up and got everybody salivating, then my man was like, well, I need some more money, you know, blah, blah, whatever. And that could have been an easy way for Lomachenko to say, well, he don't want to fight. You know, on the A side, he don't want to fight. Right. I think it was like 1.2 million or something.
Right.
And I think Lomachenko pushed him, like he shared it 300,000, make it 1.5. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think he might be getting close to 3. So he shared it, gave him like 300K to, you know, and that made the fight happen. Small, you know, that was good for the sport. And I think, you know, from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and, you know, boxing fans speaking out on it, man, you know, we out here, man, with malnourished in sport. You know we want to see a fight.
Right. I said we gotta thank, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta thank Lomachenko for this one, man. You hit it on the head, Q, because Lomachenko could have easily been like, screw the money. I ain't fighting him right now. Yeah.
He wouldn't even been criticized. Just fight somebody else. You know
I mean,
it's a dangerous fight.
I got a question to stir the pot a little bit.
Go ahead.
Lomachenko's top rank, right?
Yep.
Teofimo top rank?
Yep. Yep.
We're gonna have to talk about Bob Arum a little later in the next segment.
Yeah, we're gonna Bob Arum.
They both top ranked. But yeah, I gotta give Lomachenko credit, because if you're Teofimo, I know he was looking at it as, I'm 23 years old. you know, we're in a position where my true cohort would be what? Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis.
Right.
And at the end of the day, Lomachenko, I got to really tip my cap and salute Lomachenko just on this move, because it does show that, you know, at this point, Lomachenko trying to get a good name and fight for legacy. Because he could have been like, screw that young buck, I'll go fight somebody else and whatever. But, you know, I think that's what's up, man.
Ooh, at some point in time, Lomachenko was gonna have to fight somebody.
That's a fact.
He waited, you know, they dismissed the Pacquiao fight. Okay, they said Pacquiao's too big, which I've never heard in my life. Terrence Crawford too big. Okay, I get that. Even though he was at 135, okay, I get that. Then you look at the rest of the talent pool. I mean, unless he was gonna step in, I know he wanted Tank Davis, and I think we can all agree at this point in time, you know, Tank. I don't think Tank is ready.
No, not for Lomachenko.
Yeah,
not for his.
Lomachenko called out somebody. Did he call out Mayweather?
I doubt that. Listen. The way they take care of him, man, I don't think they be calling out people that are too much bigger. They bet not the way they treat him.
Bro, I don't know who it is. I had to look at it. I had to go back and look. But he called somebody out that was straight, because, you know, they Pacquiao too big, blah, blah, this, blah. Man, then he called somebody else out. Man, it might have been Mayweather. I don't know. But he called somebody else out, and it pissed me off because of the straight contradiction of something that he said.
Yeah, hats off to him, man. Not that his resume suspect. I just only say that just because he was the boogeyman, and, you know, I respect the champions he's beat, 14 fights in, 15 fights in, his record is right now.
Who?
Lomachenko. Loma.
He said he was a boogeyman.
Yeah.
No, he was hyped up. He was hyped up as.
He went over there a boogeyman. The hype job ain't a boogeyman. The boogeyman
he was supposed to be the most feared guy in the division. He was knocking people out. He wasn't just. Remember, he was no Lomachenko. He wasn't just knocking people out. People quit.
Listen. But who were these people? Now, I'm keeping it real with you. I gave him a lot of credit, but my man was like 2 weight classes lower than him.
What I'm saying is, the dude that ran through the needle there, Axel Walters, right?
Who?
Quality opponent.
Nicholas Walters.
Nicholas Walters made him quit. That shocked me. And then he tore through, even though it's 2 weight classes, Rigondeaux, 2 classes lower.
Rigondeaux.
I mean, Rigondeaux was small.
I give him that. Yeah, I give him that.
So he's beaten in Gary Russell. For Gary Russell at his weight class, he's a decent fighter. So he's got enough. He has more name quality than somebody else we're gonna mention a little later. But
my only issue with him,
I give Loma his respect. So, you know, but
okay.
But I see what you're saying with Boogeyman. I'm just saying, like,
that's the wrong word.
Vision.
Yeah. And, you know, my whole thing was if you're gonna get him pound for pound, because I done talked about this in another podcast. Because Teddy Atlas done called him pound for pound, sitting there with Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford after Terrence Crawford knocked somebody's head off his neck when he was in the lower weight classes. Real boogeyman, and he's down there. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't want him, including Lomachenko. So my thing is, if you gonna make somebody, because he was like, yeah, I got him over both of you guys. Y'all better watch out. And it was number 1 and number 2 pound for pound. I felt a level of disrespect, and I just like, bro, he ain't. You gotta raise up and at least fight somebody. If somebody 10 pounds within your range, and they're supposed to be somebody that's in the top pound for pound, I feel like, bro, you got to go get them. You got to go get them. You got to move up. Come on. I mean, I just feel like that's what you see Pacquiao doing. If you don't see all the other fighters do that, you know what I'm saying? You don't see Floyd jump up and wait. Like, bro, you have to do that. You can't just stay right there. You know what I'm saying? You see Hopkins. You don't see Roy. You don't see everybody that we call great. They didn't just stay in one weight class and say they're the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Even though he probably, you know, I'm like, if all the great fighters up in 147, bro, you got to go to 140. Y'all do a catch. I don't care. You even do a catch weight. Fight them at 144 or something. I mean, but you got to go where the challenge is at.
Yeah, about that's and we talked about it a little earlier, man. It's gonna be a prelude to another discussion we're gonna have a little later in the next segment. But picking up on where y'all at, man, y'all know I'm a big Spence fan. So I'm looking forward to that Spence Garcia fight, man. I think I saw an interview with Sean Porter, and he pretty much kind of downplayed Garcia's power and his.
I saw that.
Yeah, you see that, and so you know, some of it's too. You know, you don't know whether Porter and Spence are better friends, so he's trying to big up his man or whatnot. But if I would, you got to take a guy's word who's fought both of them, right? So I personally think stylistically, I think Danny looked a little different since he fought Porter, especially against Granada. But we all know styles make fights. I think the big thing about Danny, I've always looked at is his lack of activity in between, his counter punches. I think sometimes he stands a little flat-footed, and that would play into Errol Spence's game, and he could keep him at the edge of that jab and work him powerful. You know what I'm saying? So Danny might have a little trouble, and I could easily see a 12-round decision, just Errol Spence without it taking apart. But if Danny
because Errol Spence might out hustle him. Like we've seen Danny out hustle.
Don't forget now, Errol Spence is a big welterweight. So I'm not saying Dan Garcia is small, but Errol Spence has a physical advantage usually, and when he's in a fight with another welterweight. So Danny's not aggressive enough typically to get inside of that jab. So, I could see him staying on the edge of that jab and not really being a great fight. But if there's anything like the Danny Garcia I saw in his last fight, when last seen, I think it's going to be a pretty good fight. You're accounting for, Errol Spence in the unfortunate accident, maybe a little ring rust, and Dan Garcia looked pretty good. You can never put too much on one fight than what a guy's been previously, because typically Danny's flat-footed and he's a counterpuncher. So I'm looking forward to it just because it's going to tell us a lot about Errol Spence. And if Danny Garcia can replicate just his aggressiveness effectively that I've seen against Granadas, man, we in for a hell of a fight. And so I think we'll find out a lot about both fighters in November. Fight happens in November, right? 21st?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, to be honest, man, I'm excited for that fight too, mainly because of Spence jumping into a fight of this magnitude after the accident. Like, I think that's a brave move because
no warm up, no tune-up.
Right, no warm up, no tune-up fight, and you would really wonder who he could bring in for sparring that could really even push him to the level of being ready to jump in with Danny. Like I said, I'm with you. I think Spence could edge him out, especially because at times Danny's not the most aggressive fighter. But I think if there's any bit of ring rust, if there's any bit of kind of still trying to shake the cobwebs out, it could be a hell of a fight, man. So I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait to see that fight too.
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was just gonna throw in, and I'm gonna take Spence on the split. I take Spence in the decision. I feel like he know what's at stake, and his size and his level of he know how to switch up. He can switch up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he gonna work that jab. He gonna go to the body. I see him taking a split decision or UD. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaning that. If I had to put my money on, that's where I'm leaning, just because I'm a fan of Spence. I mean, I'm a fan of Danny Garcia too, but more definitely.
I follow Spence since he was in the Olympics, so I kind of got to, that underdog thing I saw when I saw him, in my opinion, get cheated in the Olympics from being able to bring us home a medal. So I always kind of got a spot for Errol Spence, man. But one thing that we kind of, I think Julius kind of mentioned, but it made me think of something. It's really odd that he's taking this fight of this magnitude when he has the perfect excuse to take a tune-up fight, if he would have maybe delayed it to the spring, there could have actually been a live gate to make more money, which would have made more sense.
But I'm happy he fighting, because when the last time he been in the ring, bro?
When he fought Porter.
How long that been?
I think it'll probably, wouldn't it be a year but from the time when?
Okay.
Hey, but I ask y'all this question. With that being said, because you're exactly right, man. If they would have this in the spring, it could have been live gate and everything. So do you all think, looking at the circumstances, that Spence is underestimating Danny based on what he's
I definitely think so.
You think so?
I don't really think so. I don't think he underestimated him. I think he one thing I done heard him talk about, he got a chip on his shoulder. He feel like he mad at everybody that's picking Danny or picking for it to be a close fight. You know what I'm saying? And so we're listening to that. He got the right frame of mind, because I think he need an edge going into this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think he gonna put the work in. I think I seen something with him training where he looked pretty in shape. Because my biggest thing with Errol Spence is, like we talked about before, like when we met him, the time we was all together. I know y'all done met him more than once. We waiting for him, and like he been out partying all damn night. So his team like, man, he on his way. And then he get there, and look glossy eyed a little bit. So I just, and then I like to say, after he got through out the lamb, first time you hear from this dude, and that's my man. I like him. I always root for him. But I'm a savage. That was the first time in social media, IG. I don't know if he was hacked, but I'm like, bro, that ain't the message. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the message to put out. You a savage? Like, you know what I'm saying? God is savage, bro. God, that's God, man. You got to be. But either way it go, I think it's been growth since then, man. And I really feel like he feel disrespected in a way. You know what I'm saying? I think he take criticism, like what I just said. I don't think he'd take it a certain. I think because I'm sure he been getting that. I think he taking it and like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? It's real. Somebody, whatever. And I think he on some want to prove something. And this is a good opponent. Man, listen, because I ain't never see Danny get whooped. Danny be in a fight every time. And, some fight Danny lost or he probably should have won. He ain't lost a lot, whatever, like Porter. Porter beat him. Who did he lose? Porter and who?
Porter and Thurman and I can't lie.
Just Porter and Thurman.
He didn't lose 3 fights.
Only 2.
He was gifted a decision in Puerto Rico a while back.
Oh, Herrera. You're talking about Mauricio Herrera?
I remember that.
Yeah, he was.
But my whole point is, man, he a dog. You know what I'm saying? He a dog, and it's like Porter, man. You don't see Porter. Porter ain't got whooped by nobody. Porter lost. So it's gonna be something, man. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be and Garcia, he not gonna maul you like Porter, but he gonna time you when he gonna box, and he gonna touch, that boy sharp, man. He could be. It's a great pool we got, man, in the welterweight division, man. And I just think it's a great matchup. I'm excited to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that pretty much where I'm at with it. But I take Spence. I don't really think Spence taking it lightly. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think he's taking it lightly. I think he had more of the tools, like say from the size, and you know what I'm saying. He got reach. He got reach on him. That's a big welterweight. And I think he's gonna have his mind on. He gonna be in the right frame of mind. And cause Danny might have to do something outside of what he normally do to win this fight. He might want to press. He gonna have to like. So I think Spence can pretty much do what he do, and just be in shape and have his mind, But I think Danny would have to do something that he don't normally. Like he had to go outside his comfort zone more so out of the two. So I think that will be that'll be the tail of the tape, how it go down. What you willing to do? Because you got to do something you ain't never done to get something you ain't never got. And this is this about big as it get in a welterweight game, man. If you go in there and take Errol Spence, you take his crown. I mean, you really the man.
It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. Shoot.
Yeah. Oh, and real quick, I ain't even say my synopsis on the fight. I picked Lomachenko and Lopez, right? I don't know if I said anything before about this in the preview because we don't talk about it before, but I'm gonna go Lopez, man. I think Lopez is gonna get that boy out of there. I ain't say out of there. I think he gonna touch that boy. That boy gonna touch the canvas, and man, it's gonna be I think he's gonna have Lomachenko hurt. We gonna see what Lomachenko really about. You know what I'm saying? Cause we don't seen him get up cause Linares dropping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He got up and done his thing, you know. But Linares, I don't think Linares is, huh?
Linares hurt him twice.
Yeah. But I don't think Linares is a Teofimo a whole nother animal, man. He's a whole nother animal, and athletic, and you know, the young dog, man.
I'll tell you this, man. If Lomachenko wins, man, I only see it by some level of decision. Personally, I don't think Lomachenko has the power. I mean, at least I haven't witnessed him having the power to where I think he would knock out Teofimo.
Yeah, because it might take that. I think Teofimo gonna get up on them cards because he's gonna touch his ass in a way that it's gonna be 10-8 rounds in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some 10-8 rounds, I feel. But like if you go through there and if he could blister or you just win and make that man fight your fight to the point where you're the dominant guy in the ring.
Yeah.
I give him credit, man. That's it. But even after that, bro, I need you to see Devin Haney, man. I want to see Devin Haney. That's what I want to see. Like I like when Devin Haney was asked about it when him and Teofimo or whatever, how he felt about the Matrix, whatever then Lomo, my mind just go, man. Y'all forgive me. Anyway, he said, listen, I just hope I get him first. He said, I feel like Teofimo gonna take care of me. I feel like we both will whoop him. We'll beat him. I hope I can get him first. You know what I'm saying? Because he feel like, I think he really feel like that. And I really feel like I like to see them both. I would like to see, you know what I'm saying, them both fight him. It's just crazy. Only one can fight him at a time or whatever. And that's, Teofimo is a guy. So I really think they both got what it takes to beat Lomachenko.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Lomachenko ain't nothing to snooze at, man. Lomachenko, he's a beast. But like I said, the power side of things, as far as him and Teofimo, I think Teofimo he's gonna be cracking. He's gonna be cracking in that ring, man. It's gonna be something, Because what's the age difference in that? Is it?
Shoot, I know Teofimo 23. Yeah, he only 23.
He's not even in his prime.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's like 15 years. No. Ain't Lomachenko like 30? He's like 32, 33, or 35 at the oldest. He made
I think like 30, 33, 32,
32. It's about a 9-year difference.
Okay. It's gonna be something, man. It's gonna be something. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this fall boxing, man. That's pretty much it, man.
Most definitely.
That's pretty much it. Anyway, anything else y'all want to add before we get up out of here, man?
No, we'll hit that one.
All right, well, Boxing Vibe TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with us, man. Hit the like button, man. We appreciate y'all, man. For anybody that's out here with us, man. Notification, subscribe button, man. That's all you need to worry about. Destroy that like button. And we'll get with y'all next time, man, real soon. Peace.
Most definitely.